Always a pleasure. And good morning, Jenna.
To call the MPP fake and say that the MPP is virtual, even you will admit that those are very strong words to use, are they not?
No, they are not strong. In fact, let me wish your lovely listeners a happy new year and a good morning. I think the words of Prof Frimpong Boateng'S in calling this MPP a fake party is a statement of fact. You understand? It's a statement of fact because when you take a political party or when you take an entity, that entity, which for all intents and purposes is an artificial person, has or ought to have a certain character or a spirit or a soul. Now we see that character, we see the soul, we see the spirit in terms of the values, in terms of the principles, in terms of the idea the party or the entity claims to exude. Now, when the MPP was formed in 1992, and we knew that they were the offspring of the old UP and all the various variants. So, in fact, it was the same entity, and you could comfortably say that they were the same entity, and then what had really changed was just the name. Because of the consistency in their values, the consistency in their principles, consistency in their ideas. And so what happened in 1992 was akin to a case of, let's say, I am the Appiah Danquah, saying that I no longer want to be called Appiah Danquah, I want to be called Appiah Danquah. And so when people joined, when Prof Frimpong Boateng'S joined, when President Charitable joined, when Alan Semantin and another, all the stalwarts of the MPP, when they joined, when myself I joined because I shared in the set ideals, in the set principles, in the character of the new future party. Now, when that character, for our intents and purposes, has changed, when the principles has been departed from, when the party as it is today shows values which are addressed to the core values, the old values of the new patriotic party, then when somebody who is a stalwart says that the party as it is today, based on their values, based on their principles, based on their idea, is a fake party, then for us, watching from outside, what we need to do is to look at the current value set, the current principle, the current idea of the MPP in terms of the name, and compare what we know to determine whether indeed is the same. And I've said it so many times that I believe, and I hope and I stand firmly in that belief. But my belief in that view is even fortified more. That the part of it today is filled with familiar spirit. It's filled with familiar spirit. And that is what everything we know. And so, in fact, Prof was being charitable when he said they are sick.
Charitable.
Charitable. I'm telling you. I'm saying that the party as a thing has been filled, consumed by familiar spirit.
Because the party is an organization registered under a particular law, has existed in the manner in which it has existed all these years. In fact, the location hasn't changed. I'm sure the delegates haven't changed. The membership hasn't changed significantly. So what is then fake about an organization that, for all intents and purposes, is still a legal organization, properly registered, still the same?
No, we are not talking about the legality or not of it. Yes, so it's an entity registered. We are talking about the values. Because when people join believing that they exude a certain value set that aligns to their personal values. It's like you born a child. The child has a birth certificate, is still alive. The name has been changed. But familiar spirit has entered that child. So you see, you say that all come. So when a child is coming, and he has done, for all intents and purposes, the name is a spirit. But evil spirit has entered into that child.
Is that what you call familiar spirits, evil spirits?
I want to evil spirit.
But the people who are there are people you know. You've worked with them in the past.
Listen, I worked when I worked under certain beliefs. So that's what you have hosted me for a very long time. Ever since you hosted me, how many times did I share their views? Yes, I'm proud to 2009. They have to you a firm belief in the principles of charitable democracy. A firm belief in the Ghana agenda. Maybe a patriotic. Now you have a party that from tools that became very Machiavellian, where we're supporting ideas like all that I. Yes, and sat down and ran an economic agenda that was addressed to our collective agenda. Sat down and supported and facilitated LMC. Ran all of our lives after all. Indeed, when their finance minister was clearly pursuing an agenda that was addressed to all of us, and 99 MPs rose and said the president should sack that minister. Then immediately the NDC made an application in court asking for his full while. Then they strangely opposed that. What is that? Today, when this finance minister is running away, we are asking him, come and account for scholarship. He says, you come. And the members of the NPP can say that if they attend, we tell him that he should stay in the US. So then what is the agenda? You understand? Are they working for Ghana or against Ghana? When they have elections, simple for delegates, and then they beat our rep in Wale in the northeast to the extent that he almost loses his life. A party that claims that they believe in the ideas of liberal democracy, a party that says they believe in liberal democracy, their people can go to parliament and on a simple issue of we are tired, we are not tired. They can destroy the property of Ghana. Their minority chief can lead them to destroy the property of Ghana. Recently, you saw how they behaved in parliament. Is this the kind of Ghana want to see? Can you believe that there will ever be an NDP party that will be the propagators of these ideals which are adverse not only to their ideals, to the ideals of Ghana? Because any political party, properly so-called, ought to exude the ideals of Ghana. And those ideals include a respect for the rule of law, a respect for property, a respect for accountability. Can you say that the NDP, as it stands now, believe in these ideals? It's a massive no. Can you say the NDP even believe in the ideals of democracy? A huge no. And so if Prof Frimpong Boateng'S, having seen the NDP properly so-called, comes and tells you, after I've been saying that if you have me, I believe that is a party that has been put by familiar spirit. For those who may be confused by familiar spirit, they are by evil spirit. And he said that they are fish. Said that Prof has been charitable. And you see, I don't know, fortunately for Prof, and fortunately for the millions and millions of Ghanaians who believed in the ideals of the proper MPP. We have the UP. We have the UP who are custodians of those ideals. So Prof should come home. And that home is the UP. That home is the UP. The party which is the vanguard for those ideals, the vanguard for the belief that in all we do, Ghana must stand first. Because you know, sometimes we do politics and we joke with them. But what is politics? Aristotle said that politics is the master science that uses all the other sciences. And here I'm talking about law, sociology, education, economics. For what end? To create a strong state and to create a system where the welfare of the citizens will be upheld. So that if you are a political party and you behave in a manner that is adverse to his ideals, if you're a political party that you work against the interests of the country, if you're a political party that works against the interests of the people, and we find a political party whose leader, a member, said that if you do not vote for our MP, like they said in the Jeso, like the president said to the people of Ekunsi, that I renege on my duty to you because you didn't vote for my MP. When you have a political party whose member, upon Kruma, says that in politics, nobody has your interest at heart. And that if you're a room and you do not know who is being used, they know that you are being used. Now they are telling us that, listen, the policy that they are doing, they do not have the interest of the Ghanaians at heart. The policy that they are doing, it is not to create a system where the welfare of the being will be upheld. They are not doing politics whose purpose is to create a strong state. Then for a party who deliberately chose the name patriotic, and when we know that the essence of the word patriotic is simply a commitment to building a strong state, in building a strong Ghana, is a commitment in building a system where the welfare of the people will at all times be paramount. There is no political party fake. So I'm telling people, leave them. They are criminals who are attacking him. Prof has left. But Prof, you have a home.
Prof has left.
Oh, he's left. He's said it. He's not.
So you agree with Nancy that that move by the MPP is moot because the man has already.
They are confused. It's for desperate. So they're not thinking. It's like what's leading them. The man says he's left. He does not believe in this fake party. I'm just telling Prof, they should gather the courage of conviction. Because there's a hope for him. In the UP, he has like-minded Ghanaians who believe that the only reason why we ought to do politics in this Ghana is for Ghana. He should come home. There are millions of people who do not find their home in the MPP, who can believe that they'll start and allow familiar spirits to take over. They have a home in the UP. And in the UP, we are saying that our sole commitment is to build a strong Ghana. Our sole commitment is to create a system where the welfare of the citizens will almost be paramount, is to pursue an agenda that's in line with the agenda of Ghana. So perhaps to leave them. In the days for familiar party, what has it? So people should not be fooled by the name. The name is there. But the spirit, the character, in fact, they don't even have a soul. The spirit there is one that is familiar.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us.
Always a pleasure.
Lawyer Andrew Appiah Danquah is Director Legal for the United Party. Agreeing with Professor Frimpong Boateng completely. Professor Frimpong Boateng says, and let me not say it for Prof. This is Prof speaking about the new patriotic party. He was interviewed by Bernard Affle on Channel 1 TV.
Look at how they elected their last flag bearer, twist the arms of weak and...
This is for the 2024 election.
Yes. Twist people's arms, bribing delegates, and intimidating others to get a flag bearer. This is a beginning of corruption. And this should not be allowed in any serious situation or any serious party. And there were issues, we lost the elections badly, and we do not deal with the issues that led to the losses. And then we still want to go in there. And I think it would be a train wreck if they elect the old flag bearer. Look.
It will be a train wreck if they elect the old flag bearer. He's talking about Dr. Bawumia. Then if they elect Dr. Bawumia, it will be a train wreck. In fact, what he said is that the MPP now is a fake party. And I'll ask the picture. This is Dr. Martin Tete Nate. Dr. Martin Tete Nate. Dr. Martin Tete Nate is a man who has EVV rice. EVV rice with all the EVV products. That's why I need to say a happy birthday to him. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday to you, Doc. Because if not, I won't get EVV rice again. So happy birthday to Dr. Martin Tete Nate. Very sharp brain when it comes to matters of a Greek. He's not talking book knowledge. He's currently engaged in it. Like I said, he runs a company that engages this in a great grocery rice and does processing among others. So, Doc, a happy birthday to you. And of course, like I say, a happy 40th birthday to that lovely lady. Mrs. A happy birthday to you. And I know you know yourself. So happy birthday to you. And happy birthday to Kofi Archery Dakun, who also celebrates his birthday today. We'll see you same time tomorrow with another edition of a Gold Morning Conversation. We're live on Sekpele 104.3 FM in Likpeto Dumetu. We also